Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of November 1st into November here. We'll start off as usual with the Mythic Plus affixes. This week we have Fortified, Sanguine, Grievous, and Shrouded. Again, that's Fortified, Sanguine, Grievous, and Shrouded. Not too terrible of a week overall. Sanguine always is going to cause some... actually, for Pugs, this is kind of a bad week, actually, if you think about it. Sanguine is normally managed really well by, dedicated groups, and Grievous, can be, in its nerfed version, can be dealt with as well. However, for Pugs, this actually is not that great of affixes. It is fortified over tyrannical, which is always good for Pugs. So it's kind of a mixed bag, really, this week. It's not the worst week, not the best week. We'll call it a middling week, as opposed to last week, which was actually pretty easy with the Inspiring Quaking on tyrannical. Obviously, tyrannical bosses are rough. I did manage to get some plus 20s in. That's the I think I have a lower Karazhan in the background of this video, plus 20, and that was kind of fun after not doing anything really high key related in a while. Playing on beta so much, it was a little bit scary, but we did manage to time it with some exceptional Retribution Paladin DPS. So yeah. Before we hop into the game, I did want to say really quick, for any subscribers to the channel, please stick around to the end of the video. I do have a quick little message for subscribers to the channel. So today we have the Day of the Dead starting. It's just like a little mini 3-day event. Nothing big to do there as far as major things that you can do or participate in. We have a Torghast event. Can't imagine too many people care about that. PvP Brawl, Cooking Impossible. Again, I can't imagine too many people care about that. Maybe if you leveled up a new character and you're just, grinding out some honor gear or something like that, maybe then you might care about that. And then at the end of the week, we'll have the Dark Moon Fair starting up. So Dark Moon Fair starting up, and obviously the same spiel there every time. You can, if you're leveling up a character, you get extra experience, you get extra reputation, you can do achievements, mounts, pets, all kinds of stuff to do with the Dark Moon Fair. As always, I hope that they expand on the Dark Moon Fair in the future, but if you've never been there or never participated in it, it is something fun to do. I can almost guarantee you, if you just enjoy World of Warcraft, the very first time you go there and look through the achievements and look through the stuff you can earn, the very first time you'll probably have fun. After that, I can't guarantee anything though. We also have WoW's anniversary starting. Speaking of leveling bonuses, there's always an XP bonus to leveling. WoW's 18th anniversary will be starting up on the 6th as well. This will take us basically up to the launch of Dragonflight. This happens a lot. Normally these are around either the beginning of an expansion or right before an expansion. It's just the way it kind of works out as far as when WoW started, right? So I imagine there'll be all kinds of stuff to do as normal there. I'll cover that stuff when it comes out. I'm sure it'll be data mined and everything too. Probably nothing huge, but who knows, maybe with them working on Dragonflight stuff, maybe there'll be some sort of dragon themed things to do as well. I can't guarantee that, of course. We normally go to the bronze dragon area in Tenaris. For some reason, the name of it is completely escaping me. Caverns of Time. We normally go there anyway, so maybe there'll be something to do with Nozdormu there, with him being a main figure in Dragonflight. Who knows? That would be cool if they did do that, though. So we can head there and participate in the anniversary. The last really cool anniversary I thought was when they first put in the old Alteric Valley and stuff, and you could earn that mount. Hopefully they have something new up their sleeve for this one. If not, it's not a huge deal with the expansion right around the corner, but that would be cool if there's something new to do there. Yeah. Other than that, for myself, I mentioned at the top of the Mythic Plus affixes, I did manage to do a little bit of Mythic Plus this week to test out some Paladin stuff on the live servers. Obviously, I did compared to my group at least, I did a ton of DPS. I did 32k overall. That's obviously the most overall I've ever done before the pre-patch, right? I don't know, perhaps I could do more. I wasn't necessarily in the best spec. I was in my favorite spec for AoE. Maybe I could pull out a little bit more damage than that. But yeah, it felt really good. Felt really, really strong. I actually had I use a numbers add-on that puts, if you notice, numbers all over the screen instead of just right above my character. And at one point during this dungeon, my entire screen was only numbers. So luckily I didn't have anything to dodge at that moment. I would have not been able to see it to dodge. So that would have been a little bit rough for me. So yeah, did have fun doing that. Did not get to play as much as I would have liked, but that'll lead me into this last little part here, mostly for subscribers, and that's just that. On a personal note, my mom is dealing with some cancer and going through a rough time, and we had a bit of a scare this weekend, caused me not to have very much sleep, and going to the hospital and stuff like that. And so if my content ever like tails off very dramatically, like normally I do 3 videos a week is kind of my goal, and then if there's a lot to talk about, maybe I do 5 videos a week or something, right? If there's just tons of stuff. So if it's ever like I'm only doing my This Week in WoW video, you can probably assume that something with that probably happened. It's not that I'm stopping content or I stopped liking Ret or World of Warcraft. It's probably just to deal with that. So I just wanted to put that out there because there's a little bit of a slap in the face or slap to reality or whatever this weekend that, at some point something is going to happen there. And, I obviously this won't be my number one priority when that does happen. So at some point that will happen, and just know that I will be back whenever it does, and still picking up where I left off. So a little bit of a sad way to end the video, unfortunately, but as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot. And other than that, everybody have a good one.